You can do it.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to what day is it? Welcome to Sunday Night Live with me, Emma, and the Everlants, and Boaty, who has decided that he doesn't feel like, entertaining you tonight, is leaving me to it. I'm sure he'll be here soon. Hope everybody's well. Hope you've had a lovely day. In fact, I hope you've had a lovely weekend, because I haven't been here since Thursday. What have you been up to? I'm sure Boaty would absolutely love to know what you've been eating for your Sunday lunch or dinner today. And he might want to know what colour underwear you're wearing, because it's a bit funny like that. Yeah, so let us know in the comments what you've been up to. And are you going to come and join me, or shall I dive straight in and welcome a few people?
Crack on with it.
All right, I've been given my orders, so off I'm going to go. So I'm going to dive straight in and welcome Jimmy Mighty Quinn, who was here first with his thumb up. Good evening, Jimmy. Peter P is here. Greetings, Greetings, honourable community.
I will greet them shortly.
Apologies, I forgot to greet you in the proper manner. Please forgive me. They won't want me back again, will they, Boaty? Right, so yes, where was I? Peter P is here. Greetings, honourable community, and a good evening to Boaty and his angels. Oh, that's quite nice things. Dear Cool Kid's here. He's having a bit of a wave around. And
Greetings, honourable community. You're taking up too much room here. Oh, no, hang on. No, sorry, I take that back. You're okay. Yeah, you're down there.
Picking on me. In fact, you've got more than half. Look, you have got more than half.
I haven't.
You have.
Halfway's there.
Yeah. And your chair goes to here.
Yeah, which is so.
But my chair goes to here.
No, I was saying your chair was in a perfectly fair and correct place.
Yes.
So you could move it back.
Oh, can I? Oh, thank you very much.
I'm sorry, I wrongly accused you of taking up too much at the table.
I accept your apology.
Well, so you should. You know what I'm going to do? Let's you have that one.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, that's easier, isn't it?
And I'll have this one.
Okay, I'll carry on welcoming people. Stratosphere is here. Good evening, Boaty. Good evening, community. Good evening, Stratosphere. Hope you're well. So, Lord Stiff Upper Lip. Hello, Boaty. Hello. Oh, in there.
Is he flashing?
Andrew Buttergeek is here. Very good evening, Boaty. Emma, Jimmy, Peter P, everybody basically. Matron's here. Evening all from a hot northern Premier Inn. Is it hot there, Tracy? Martin North is here. Hi, everyone. Hi, Martin. Hope you're well. People are saying hi to
Oh, well, hang on. Martin's going to slant it. Isn't
oh, am I on them? I have on all this. Yes,
I've
he
already
is.
done it. Professional.
Yes, Martin has booked a holiday after watching our amazing trip. I don't know if that was what inspired him or not.
Well, he's booked a holiday that was twice as long as ours.
Yeah, he's booked a very long holiday, twice as long as ours. Two-handed knows it Friday. So have a fantastic time there, and I would love it if you're not in the Boaty's World Facebook group, join it and share some photographs. We want to see what you got up to, because we're nosy buggers like that.
We are.
Matron says, chin up, everybody have a happy face. It's not Monday, Matron, it's Sunday. Bruce only comes out on the Monday. Oh, sorry. I apologise. I'm failing my sister here.
Well, you know what she's like. She'll punish us if we don't.
Oh, she might, yes. And in the yard tomorrow.
Yeah, if we don't observe her rules.
Were they her rules? She didn't set them, did she?
Yeah.
Did she say she wants you to salute every time she says your name?
Yes. No, she wants us to salute every time we say her name.
That's what I said.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
No.
I'm tired. I forgot. I'm sure that's what I said, but hey.
It isn't.
I
you said every time she says my name.
I believe you.
Yeah. Well, that's brave of you, considering the last time you managed to disprove me.
Yeah,
by-
well, I will be watching
by
it back later.
clipping the.
I will be watching it back later to find out whether or not I was right or not.
I'm pretty sure I haven't had a drink of wine yet.
We will see. We will see. I have the tickle. I have the live stream tickle. Matron says, my Sunday dinner was a lovely chicken liver pate for starters, roast beef with all the trimmings for main, and an amazing cherry crumble for dessert, which is more than I had because I had sushi on the tray and then I had some restaurant chips. But I have no more to look forward to.
And I've had nothing, darlings. I had one slice of toast for breakfast, and that is it. The rest of the day and evening has been nil by mouth.
I don't know how you're still going. Chaz's Fury says, hi, Emma.
Well,
Forgot
I'm
to
fat.
greet you. Well, so am I, but, I delete.
That's the thing about being fat. You can survive without eating for a while.
Yes.
And we should probably learn that, and we might not be as fat as we are.
Chaz's Fury says, hi, Emma. Forgot to greet you. How did it work out with the morning taxi? It didn't. There was no morning taxi, so I walked with a little small person to a station, which took about half an hour, and it wasn't as bad as, it could have been. It went quite smoothly. So thank you for asking. Martin North says, thank you. We'll take photos. Good.
Oh, good.
Yes,
We'll look
yes.
forward to that.
Andrew Buttergeek says, yes, Emma, how did you manage the trip to Boaty's? Everything went absolutely fine. Thank you very much. Peter P says, the famous Nepalese chips.
Yeah, it drives me absolutely mad. If it was left to me, we would not serve chips. Now, at my very first restaurant, we didn't serve chips there. Chips were not on the menu. We would not provide them, and that was it. If you wanted chips, go somewhere else. I think the idea of having chips in any fine dining restaurant is ridiculous, but I think having them in an Asian fine dining restaurant is absolutely ludicrous. Now, they had a good seller, and they've probably got our biggest profit margin pro rata of anything on the menu. But nonetheless, out of principle, I, were it left to me, would refuse to serve chips. I'd also refuse to serve chicken tikka masala, korma, and all of the other made-up nonsense curries. If you want to go out and go to a Nepalese restaurant, eat bloody Nepalese food. If you want to go to an Indian restaurant, eat Indian food. Don't eat shit that's designed for you and pretends to be authentic. It drives me absolutely up the wall.
But he did cook the chips for me.
Yeah, I did.
Well, the thing is, the reason I went for the chips is because I'm having Momo, and I was quite hungry.
See, Momo, authentic Nepalese food, actual
Well, that's
real,
fine.
made by a Nepalese person.
But sometimes I feel a bit lightheaded, and I did, and I thought I do need to have something because otherwise I'll pass out. So
You're not going to, but that's psychosomatic.
No, so I have issues.
I don't care what issues you've got. You're not going to pass out because you go a few hours without
No, but I
eating.
can feel lightheaded, and it's not nice. I have tinnitus and things like that.
Psychosomatic.
So
I have tinnitus and vertigo and all sorts of things.
Well, anyway,
because of my buggered up things, but nobody is going to have any physical ill effects by not eating for 4 hours.
I didn't want. The point I'm making is I didn't want a full meal because I didn't want anything.
Yeah, because you're having a full meal after
yes.
the live stream.
So that's why I was happy to go with the chips. However, I'm agreeing with you that they shouldn't be being served, but I went for them for that reason.
You made me go against my own principle.
I did. Yeah. He stood there and cooked them.
I had to cook them.
He did. He stood there and cooked them for me.
Yeah, because everybody else was super busy. Because, well, you tell them what sort of a night we had.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Boaty was properly working. If anybody thinks that this man doesn't do any work at work, oh my God, he was rushing around all over the place, and as was everybody else. Was it all of a sudden a massive group came in?
Totally unexpected.
And they ran out of plates? Is that right?
We ran out of everything.
Yeah, everything was running out. Everyone was shooting around all over the place, and it wasn't just that table. There were other people in. There were people coming in for takeaways. So
it was crazy.
He worked very hard.
It was really hot, and I spent about 2 hours running the pass, absolutely non-stop. My only break from running the pass was to run to the sink and do emergency washes on as the plates are coming in. We're having to normally normally we have a kitchen porter on busy nights. And the kitchen porter's job is to rotate the crockery, cutlery, so that, the plates, dirty plates come in, they're cleaned off, and they're washed, dried, whatnot, and then they're put away in the warming cabinet, ready to be used again. Now, on quieter nights, we don't have a porter because we don't need them. We do our own washing up at the end of the night. But tonight, we've got no porter, no staff, and suddenly we had the same level of business that we get on a really busy Saturday night, but with half the bloody staff. So I'm having to run to the sink area, get rid of the I'm kind of I was doing two jobs at once, and desperately trying to get the crockery out and get it, and having to emergency warm it in a bloody microwave to get the plates warm. So there was no time to put them in the warming cabinet. I've got sweat dripping. I had my shirt open down to here. My sleeves are. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, that's the third time that I've been at the restaurant on a Sunday evening, and compared to the other two, it was extremely busy. So I think the other two, you're just mainly doing deliveries, but tonight, yeah, everybody was busy. They were all flying all over the place.
Oh, absolutely barren.
So he's definitely earned his money tonight.
And I've earned my wine.
He has indeed. Well, there's not many comments flying in here tonight. Everyone must be worn out on the Sunday.
And the problem is, because I was working in the kitchen in the restaurant, I don't get paid for that. I do the hardest job in there, and didn't get bloody paid for it. Still, it all works out. I can't grumble. There are very few comments tonight. What's going on?
Yeah, normally while being chatted on,
there's normally half an hour's worth of comments.
Well, Peter Pieces, the famous Nepalese chips, and it says handbag Momo for emergencies, and Andrew Buttergeek says, I see. Too many chips will feck you up.
And that's it. Right, well, we've read through the comments, darling. So
start saying goodnight.
Start saying goodnight. Thank you very much for your company. It's been an absolute joy as always. What's going on? There's only 27 people. Only 27 people watching, and nobody's commenting.
14 people have liked, though. That's a good ratio.
Oh yeah, that's not bad at all.
Tickle the like button. Come on, everybody. What have you been up to? What have you been up to today? Have you got any community snaps? What have you been eating? What have you been eating? What have you been up to? What would you like to have been up to? And what would you have liked to have been eating? Are you looking forward to seeing Matron tomorrow? Come on, let us know.
Chaz Brown is with us. Hello, thanks for coming. Peter P says, no Brucey, no talking. Yeah, well, we can't risk upsetting the Casbah.
Casbah's not here, so we could have done it.
I like calling him Casbah. No, only because I've got a friend in who lives in Chesterfield. Oddly enough, I met her on eBay in the eBay forums, and she turned out to live about a 45 seconds walk from my home when I was married. And her eBay shop is called the Casbah. Her name is Karen, and she sells bras.
Yeah, that's good actually. I like that.
So, I see Casbah, and it's Casbah as far as I'm concerned. What's the most commonly requested dish at the restaurant? Asked Martin Look. Well, unfortunately, it's chicken tikka masala, which is the most popular dish in Britain, which is just ridiculous. It's, for those who don't know, chicken tikka masala, it's about as Indian as my left bollock. It's got nothing to do with India or Nepal or any other Asian country. It's a disgusting, sweet, horrible concoction made with acres and acres and acres of salt and sugar. And it's made and designed purely to appeal to dreadful UK palates. And it's the most popular dish in the UK. So you might as well eat some chicken in Heinz tomato soup. That's basically what it is. It's just shoved full of sugar and salt and cream, and it's not a curry. It's a dessert. It's a bloody dessert. And people will order that. And of course, that's not sweet enough. It's not enough to have, in one portion of chicken tikka masala, there are 7 kilograms of sugar. But that's not enough sugar for people. I want more sugar, they say. And they'll have with their bloody, they won't have rice. No. They can't just have rice because rice has got no sugar in it. So they'll have coconut rice or something equally disgusting and depraved so they can add more sugar to their horrible diet. And then they'll want naan bread, of course. Now, naan bread is made of naan, sugar and salt and cream and milk. And that's what naan bread's made of. They're incredibly unhealthy. Again, they're designed for the European palate. We don't eat bloody naan bread. They're just designed as right. The British lot, they're going to want bread with their meal, but they won't eat our bread because our bread hasn't got sugar or salt in it. I know. We'll make some stupid exotic bread with yogurt and milk and cream, and we'll shove a load of sugar in it and a load of salt, so it's really unhealthy, and we'll give them that. Right, okay, we'll do it. And they loved it, but they said, this naan is good, but there's not enough sugar in it. I want more sugar. So we say, okay, you can have, we'll call it a Peshwari naan, and that comes with extra sugar. Great, I'll have Peshwari naan, coconut rice and a chicken tikka masala. They don't know that Peshwari is the Indian and Nepalese word for idiotic, fat English person.
Feel better for that rant.
Yeah, I do. Oh, and do come to our restaurant. It's great. We do a really good tikka masala.
With Peshwari naan.
With Peshwari naan.
And if you want, you can have coconut rice and fries.
I'll just talk about you afterwards.
I noticed that
I could do a whole live stream about things that annoy me at the restaurant.
Oh, well, there. Would that be good though? No one will come to the restaurant. Though.
Things that annoy me at the restaurant. If you really want to piss off an Asian restaurant, here's how you do it, right? Order a mild dish like korma, tikka masala, and say, can I have it hot? Well, no. If you want a hot dish, order a hot dish. Don't order a mild dish and have to have it hot. Or the obverse, and this has happened, can I have a vindaloo, but can I have it mild like tikka masala? No! Oh, God. Oh, and we got one customer, can I have salt and vinegar on my chips?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I said, well, no. Amazingly, we're a fine dining Nepali restaurant, and amazingly, we don't have malt fucking vinegar on the premises. Fuck here now.
Right.
Really annoys me.
Shall I go back to the comments, or have you got more to say on the matter?
No. Crack on with it. As soon as I think of something else, I'll interrupt you.
Andrew Buttergeek says, I think everyone is watching in anticipation of something happening. What do you think's going to happen?
What's going to happen?
The cupboard's going to explode.
We're going to rattle at you for a while, then we're going to piss off, eat one, and get to bed. We've got 2 full days ahead of us.
Mr. Stephen Parry says, nice. Oh, sorry. Mr. Stephen Parry from Port Sunlight in the Wirral.
The Leisure Peninsula.
He says, nice to see Emma there again. I tried calling your phone and there's no answer, sir.
Oh, right. It might be on silent.
We need Mr. Stephen Parry.
We always need Mr. Stephen
So
Parry.
just popping that on, and then you might want to give us a call in a minute if you fancy. Chaz Brown says, can I order a Nepalese curry followed by chicken tikka masala for pudding, please?
I would rather that. I would genuinely rather that. Yeah, we were on silent. I've turned this up now.
We're on now, Mr. Parry, sir. If you'd like to give me a call, I would love it. And Andrew Buttergeek says, and here endeth the rant. Ramen. Peter P says, are the pillows up to the usual standard, matron? And she says, they are better, Peter. Oh, Rochdale has good pillows. And the bed is new. Not sure I can get that in my bag, though.
For those who don't know, Matron had no interest in coming here to Windy Bum. So she's gone and she's spending a night in a luxury Sorry, I can't say that with a straight face. She's spending the night in the Premier Inn. Well, not just the night, spent most of the afternoon in there as well. And she's been luxuriating and having more baths than you would think were necessary for one person. And she's been out for a splendid meal. I think she said she was going to call in an escort.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Did she?
Yeah, she might have done, or two maybe.
Two?
Probably, yeah.
What are they? Buy one, get one free? Or is she sending
In
them the
Rochdale,
lottery?
probably.
Oh, they probably are in Rochdale.
I'm a little bit miffed because matron going to stay in a Premier Inn has done me out of my sleeping in the garden experience. Because you said to me, if matron wanted to stay here and I didn't want to share a bed with her, I could sleep in the garden. That would have been fun.
We did talk about that.
And the stars out there are incredible tonight.
Yeah.
So that would have been wonderful.
We have said that if we have a community breakfast or a community piss up or a community something or other here at Windy Bum, and guest space is limited, we've said that we'll give away the guest cupboard and we'll go and camp in the garden.
I think we should just camp in the garden anyway. It'd be fun.
No. Would it though?
To a point, until I needed a poo.
Yeah, well, you could just go inside, couldn't you? I mean,
I think it would be fun. Would you not think that?
I suppose it
Or if
could
you
be.
forget the tent, just have some really warm sleeping bags and just lay there and look at the stars.
Stephen Beatty says, my mate's brother threw a guy out of his Italian restaurant for asking for a pizza without cheese. Well, he would have to throw me out as well because I always order a pizza without cheese. And the reason I order a pizza without cheese is because traditionally cheese is not supposed to have pizza on it. Pizza is not supposed to have cheese on it, rather. Originally, here we go with pizzas. Right. Pizza should not have cheese on it. Traditionally, pizza was flatbread with tomato, herbs, garlic, onion, no bleeding cheese. And pizza should not be eaten hot. It should be left to go down to room temperature and whatnot. There you go. You'll have to be in charge of that. You've got the microphone.
Good evening. You are live on Emma and Boaty's Sunday night show. Who's speaking?
Hello,
please?
Jeremy Clarkson here.
It's Mr. Stephen Parry from Port Sunlight in the Wirral.
No, it's not. It's Jeremy Clarkson.
How do you want to knock me out?
No. I want to get drunk with you. I don't want to knock you out.
And he wants to do things to your missus.
I'd love to do things to your missus.
And your sheep.
No, not this sheep. He hasn't got any sheep now.
Oh, has he?
No, he got rid of
He's got a new
sheep.
tractor, according to Kerry.
No, he got a new tractor in episode 1. She's obviously only just watched episode 1.
How many people have you knocked out today then?
Have you knocked out today?
Sorry, are we talking about people or wanks?
Whatever you call. I thought you were poster.
You're letting the facade slip.
Well, the answer is 0 to either. God,
So what was the traffic coming down when you were on the train? Everything on time?
Oh, absolutely perfect. Yeah, no problem at all. Got here. It was quite a quick train, actually. Yeah.
Mr. Parry, sir, what do you think of Jeremy Clarkson's current missus? Would you like to have a go on her?
Yep, and also have his daughter. I'll have them both together, really.
Oh, I haven't seen his daughter. Is she properly bangable?
Yep.
Oh, right.
Not greedy, it's just like the 90s again. Having a mother and a daughter.
Probably a bit young for me, but I'd love to have a go on his missus. What's her name again?
Is it Lisa?
Oh, Lisa
Is that right?
Hogan. Lisa Hogan,
Yep.
yeah. Oh, she's a lovely, great, big, tall, long thing. I love big, tall, long women. And she's Irish, of course. And I married an Irish woman, so I know what I'd be letting myself in for. Oh, I'd love to have a go at her. I'd like to smother her in curry sauce and lick it all off.
But not chicken tikka masala sauce.
Yeah.
Oh,
also,
no,
did you bring the WD-40 with you, Emma, for his fridge?
Oh, I must have a look at that.
It should be his pants.
I'll see if I can fix that squeak while I'm here. I might have to,
You
deploy a few implements.
You leave my squeak alone. And put your implements away.
Which car did he pick you up in today?
Oh, Boo, the Land Rover. Yeah. Nice big one.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have air conditioning on?
We just have the windows open, I think.
That would be not
Exactly.
Mr. Paddy. The air conditioning needs recharging in Boo. However, the plan was to take JJ to the yard tomorrow, but given the weather and the fact that he's not had his wheels turned over for a while, I'm seriously thinking about taking Dick-a-Dum-Dum.
That would have a nice day.
Dick-a-Dum-Dum has got fully functional air conditioning. He's got a sunroof. He's got, I'm really feeling take Dick-a-Dum-Dum. Make an occasion of it. I'm going to take Boo on Tuesday to Matlock Bath, because Matlock Bath is where Boo lives. So the real Boo, I mean, not car Boo. So it makes sense to take Boo to Booville sort of thing. But,
Yep.
But yeah, I'm thinking take Dick-a-Dum-Dum tomorrow. I'd really enjoy that. So I think I'm going to do that. I'll get up really early because I swapped all the cars around this morning. So Boo is in pole position. Minge Bag is down the road. JJ is in the pits. So I think tomorrow morning I'll get up nice and early before I prepare breakfast, and I'll swap over Boo and Dick-a-Dum-Dum. Give Dick-a-Dum-Dum a quick swill off, check his levels, and I think we'll take Dick-a-Dum-Dum.
I hope Emma's videos this breakfast.
Oh, I will. We're not having the Boaty special community breakfast.
I know,
until-
not tomorrow. It's the next day. isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's on Tuesday, but I have a film planned for that, so that the community can see what they're missing.
Tomorrow is just going to be a slice of toast, but we're going to
Yeah.
posh it up with a toast rack and
Yeah.
matron's preserves. It's her orders. She's the one who's going to fuck you up if you don't do it.
But
That's why she's in a hotel. She's management.
yeah,
Exactly.
that's right.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
we just get
That's
to
it.
stay in the servants' quarters.
Yeah,
And
and
you got
we
to say
have
quarters
to
with
graft.
the trumper.
We have to bloody graft. Do you know how many bars matrons had already today? And
That's because it's not her own water.
There's a wet patch
Exactly.
on the floor, though, isn't there?
yeah, well, there was an escort there. There's bound to be.
But this, I was going to say, this meticulously planned breakfast is getting more and more elaborate, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
We've
shall I
got-
show them?
Yeah, because
Shall I show
tonight
them?
he's added an extra element to this breakfast that wasn't at Carver, and interesting.
Now I did this to Emma, so I'll do it to you. You have to guess what this is. Are you all ready? Okay, right. So you've got to tell me what this is. Okay, here we go.
Don't tell them, so let them have guess in the comments.
I'm not going to tell them.
Yeah.
So how long are you down for, Emma?
Till Tuesday, sort of, late afternoon. Yeah.
And then he's down to yours next week, and then
On
you're coming back with him, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going back on Tuesday, and then on Monday, Boaty's coming to ride the roller coaster at Great Yarmouth
I'm so looking forward to that. And the monorail.
and the monorail. And then after that, me and Little Lemon are going to jump into his car, and we're going to come up here. And the following day, we're going
The
to.
following day is going to be the best day ever. It's going to be the best day ever. I'm telling you.
We're going to Gulliver's Kingdom, and
Yes, we're
That's
gonna
nice,
do
isn't
it.
it?
where Boaty is planning on going on all the rides and going whee while he films himself, apparently. So that should be fun.
Yeah.
He's only using us because you can't get in without a small lemon.
Well, it doesn't have to be a small lemon. It just has to be a child. You're not as an adult. You're not allowed in without a child. So that's why they're coming, and they don't know.
Oh,
this.
that's a bit tighter.
They don't know this, but as soon as we get in, I'm fucking them
Yeah.
off. I'm saying, right, I'll see you at 4:00 when it's time to go. And
Yep.
I'm just going
I've
to
been
go.
told this.
I'm just going to
They'll
go.
be giving you train times or bus times for you to get the bus from there.
But then the following day, we're also going. We are going back on Wednesday, sort of later, and we've got a plan to go out and about on that day too. Because I'll have a small boy with me, so we have to do something child friendly. But it should be quite a fun theme parky,
It's going to be a 3-day.
child friendly.
It's going to be a 3-day week next week. We're not going to know what it is.
I'm going to be so confused on Sunday when I'm not travelling up here.
At least he's got
it's gonna be weird, isn't it?
the Nutella, is it? Doesn't you little like Nutella on toast?
Oh, I tell you who likes Nutella is a small lemon.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
he'll enjoy that.
Yeah, so
Oh.
that if nobody else is really wanting Nutella, I'm sure there's a small boy who will have that. But yeah, so next week is that we've got that planned. So yeah, busy time in these summer holidays.
That's nice.
I'm
isn't
up and down the country like a what goes up and down the country?
A horse draws. You're up and down like a
Yeah,
horse
up and down
draws.
like a horse draws. Apparently,
it?
that's me.
That's good, isn't it? All right, have a good evening. You might notice on Facebook I put a few photos of a car show I went to today.
Yes, we'll have a look at those. I'll give my disinterested view on it.
Okie dokie. Oh yeah, before I go, I had pork pie for today's dinner.
A pork
For the
pie.
snack.
What?
And an ice cream.
Hang
For
on.
this evening meal, I had steak, chips, and peas, followed by the ketchup. And cheesecake for this evening. Pudding.
I think you've upset Boaty. He's not approving of this.
What? Pork pie for Sunday lunch? Right, Mr. Parry. A pork pie for Sunday lunch would only
That's
be.
because it was at the car show, wasn't it?
I was going to say that if you're out and about, that's acceptable. But
I didn't fancy paying £8 for a beef burger.
What
on
did
its
you
own.
say you had with ketchup?
steak and chips.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, as long as you enjoyed it. That's
Yeah, it's very
amazing.
nice.
Each to their own.
As the old
Anyway,
lady
have a good
said.
evening.
Yeah, you too.
Good day at the
Don't-
yard tomorrow.
Pardon?
Had a good day at the yard
Oh
tomorrow.
yeah, we'll try. We'll give it a go.
All right, no problem. All
It's
right, bye-bye.
All right. Good evening. Have
Oh,
a good
sorry,
evening.
Mr. Wanker, Mrs. Titties. Sorry, wrong way around, Mrs.
No, you got it the right way around.
Mr. Wanker and Mrs. Titties.
That's what you said. Yeah.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye bye, Mr. Harry.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Maybe they could combine us like we've done with the Casbah and call us the Titwanker.
Or the wank titties.
Yeah,
That would be lovely. I'm sure.
yeah.
Right. We shall return to the
We
comments.
could have T-shirts then.
I don't really want to walk.
Mr. Tittywank and Mrs. Tittywank. That's heard a few heads in Gulliver's Kingdom. Mummy, what's a tittywank?
Or one of us could have titty wank and the other one could have wank titties.
Yeah,
Merch.
possibilities are endless.
Merch is being spoken about. Right, so so yes, oh gosh. Oh, Mr. Stephen Parry has said what he just said, so we don't need to read that one. Matron says there's a wet patch on the floor though. Stephen Beatty says my mate's brother threw a guy out of his Italian restaurant for asking for a pizza
I read
without
that
cheese.
one.
You did. Andrew Buttigieg said a tad excited Trace. Simone appears and says hello everyone. She says how are we all?
Do you
And
reckon Matron could get a refund on the escort if they leave a wet patch?
Tracy, to be fair, will probably leave a bigger wet patch than the escort, so probably not.
Also, the escort could charge extra.
Yeah.
And she could get a cleaning
The,
bill from the hotel.
the escort will leave wetter than they were though when they arrived.
Right,
Yeah.
blimey. And they live in the north, so they'll have been slightly moist anyway,
Mm,
because, it rains all the time in the north.
yeah. Simone says, personally, I have a banging headache. Hope you feel better soon, Simone.
Oh, Simone, you're always in the wars, aren't you? You little blessed puppet. You're not blessed with good health, are you?
Peter P is saying he saw that Coney, is it Coney? I don't know how to pronounce it. Makeover has begun to Simone. Andrew Buttigieg said, Mr. Parry is on fire tonight. Major says the actual reason why I decided not to stay at Windy Bum is because it's about an hour and a half drive from tomorrow's destination. And I would rather use that time for a poo and a nap in a hotel that's closer.
Well, it's your loss, because you wait until you see
The poo that I do here.
fucking don't reference that. I try not to think about that. I try not to. I don't want to know what goes on behind that closed door. I don't even want to think about imagining it. I was going to say you're missing out on one of the most beautiful scenic drives imaginable. But then, of course, you might not enjoy that, matron. I've watched your videos, and your idea of a scenic drive is 3 hours down a motorway in total silence. And do subscribe to Matron's channel, where you will see many videos just like that. Under the playlist, Motorways I've known and loved in total silence, 3 hours at a time.
Well, the video she put up driving from Great Yarmouth had speaking in it.
Good God, really?
Yeah, people saying, "Did you
What, were
remember
people-
to pack this and that?"
People shouting at them. Saying, "Oh, what's your last fucking video? Say something."
And she specifically put the roller coaster on the thumbnail, I think, to try and attract people who are
I
doing
haven't seen this. When did this go up?
a week or two ago.
Oh,
I said, "Oh, you've put Boaty's favourite roller coaster on there." She said, "Yeah, I did."
I must seek that out.
It's just on the thumbnail of the roller coaster. It's not in the video.
Oh, there's nothing in the video.
No.
Oh. So it's clickbait, and it is just 3 hours of driving. Just,
in Great Yarmouth.
there's just an occasional bit of did you remember the pool? Or
Yeah, did you remember to pack this and that? That's what I got from it. I'm sorry, Tracy, I didn't watch it all. I watched the beginning, and it was like, "Did you pack this? Did you pack that? Are we all ready?"
How long was it?
I don't know.
I might watch it now.
Not right now because we're
No, we could do a live watch along.
Oh, God. Okay, well, let's do some comments first. Simone says, "Yes, Peter, I have no idea how far to rob down." Oh, interesting.
Well, until they kind of make a strange noise.
Matron knows.
There's a damp patch and somebody lights a cigarette. Then you can stop.
Peter P says he's not tempted by the meticulous. Oh, are you not tempted by the meticulously planned breakfast, Tracy?
No, no.
She likes Premier Inn breakfast.
Well, yeah, when we have our meticulously planned breakfast, Matron will be having breakfast about 400 yards away.
She will, yes. And she didn't want to come round for breakfast.
Yeah, not interested.
She could have. She was invited.
Yeah, well, it's the difference between management and us, isn't it?
I know.
She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to have to rub
Yeah,
shoulders with
that's
us in the
true.
morning.
Someone might spot her and film her.
Yeah.
Alan Simpson said, "Belated greetings, honourable chums. Good evening, Mr. Simpson." Peter P says, "Hi, Chef Simpson." And Mr. Simpson said, "I bought a toast rack today. So excited. We need more details and photographs." Did you buy that? Who put that strange one in the group? Was it you, Mr. Simpson, the strange-looking toast rack?
No.
I hope you didn't buy that one. That was very weird.
I think that this, the beautiful Lurpak toast rack, I think that is going to go to Finland.
Oh,
I think that.
I think it deserves to.
I think that is the one that should go to Peter P.
Oh, Peter P's here. So, yeah, do you want to offer it to him and see if he fancies that one?
Yeah. Let me show it to you in glorious Technicolor.
Would you like to possess this toast rack, Peter P, as a special gift from Boaty's World? It's quite cute.
It's cute.
Do you like Lurpak butter? That is the question.
Could do with a wash.
Well, I'm sure you can give it a little swish over before you post it.
That probably shan't bother.
Ma-
What's it underneath?
oh, made exclusively for Lurpak.
Anyway, see.
There we go.
Lurpak sounds Scandinavian, doesn't it?
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
It sounds like a kind of IKEA flat pack desk.
Yes. Matron says, "And tomorrow I just didn't fancy sharing a bed with my sister or Boaty. But I'm gutted to be missing out on the meticulously planned breakfast." You don't have to be gutted. Just come. Stephen Beatty says, "Damn it, missed the whole pizza rant because my freaking iPad decided to shit its pants and hang up. Bugger. Need to watch it back after the live is finished." It wasn't as long as the in Napoli's restaurant rant, believe me. Alan Simpson said, "It's for egg prep."
Wrong, Alan. Oh, come on, Alan. You
Oh.
of all people should get this.
The next one. Read the next one.
Oh.
From Matron.
Has Matron got it? Ah.
Other people suggested Peter P says for serving snails. Andrew Buttergeek says a collection of butt corks. Stephen Beatty suggested a plate of world's smallest urinal cakes. Simone says, "Don't forget to clobber the like button." Andrew Buttergeek suggests a pearl necklace. Oh no, that's something different. So yeah, Matron suggests looks like for flannels.
Well, I guess Matron wins.
Well done, Matron. She's a connoisseur of restaurants.
Well, there you are.
Aficionado. They don't get them at the Premier Inn, though, do they, Matron?
Oh, God.
So I don't know where you've come across them
They
before.
put hay in the rooms at the Premier Inn.
Peter P says, Boaty's happy voice sounded awfully similar to a certain cute snore. Oh.
What's that in relation to?
No. Was it the same voice you did when you were saying about Sophie's snore being cute? But I didn't sound like that to
Oh,
me.
could have been. Yeah. Oh, well, it was the combined snoring. It was when I've forgotten about that. Yeah, they were. I was having my morning wee, and they were
Oh,
doing
yeah.
their wee.
Yeah, that was.
Wee. It was lovely.
Oh.
I wish I'd record. You could sell that as one of those AMGC things.
I want it as my ringtone.
Yeah.
Peter P says, "Isn't Tittywanks a game?"
Yes, a game that we've all enjoyed playing.
The matron says, "The poo that I do here." I'm not sure what she's quoting it, so we must have said it earlier.
You said it. You were talking about.
Oh, right. Yes, I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Simone says, Boaty, I only have a headache because I was wearing my glasses too long. Eye strain.
Oh, okay.
Matron says, Oi, I will be in the... Sorry. I will be in the car on the way back to Windy Bum.
Yeah, but we're not
Yeah,
coming
we're
back
not
the
going
same way.
Missing out there, mate.
Yeah, you are missing out on one of the
So
most
much.
scenic, splendorous routes that you could ever take.
And you're missing out on the opportunity to be on this live stream tonight. You could have been here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
But, management
I know.
agreed upon.
Premier Inn.
Yes.
Project Nigel is here. He says, Auf Wiedersehen.
Oh,
Pet.
is the escort still there and he's watching us?
Hi, escorts. More than one. There'll be more than one.
Is it really going to be more than
Look,
one?
Matron needs more than one.
Oh, I see.
You just one for each melon. Anyway, Project Nigel says apparently.
Is she in one of those rooms where they have like a spare bed, like I had in the travel?
Possibly.
And
Maybe you have a spare bed.
So is that what she does? Does she put the double bed together with a single bed so it accommodates?
That's a good idea,
It
actually.
accommodates three. Now, if I'd have done that, then when I performed my side shuffle and rum, I wouldn't have fallen off.
Yeah, well, there you go. You've learned something from that.
Yeah, we could all learn something from Matron. That's it.
Yes. Matron should write a book on her advice. Yes. Anyway, Project Nigel says, I've read his own pet apparently contains not only strong but outdated language. Thank you for that little nugget of television trivia.
I love How Feed His Own Pet. I own How Feed His Own Pet digitally. And I've forgotten that I owned it, and I might watch it tonight.
Matron used to love that.
I bought it on whatever the Apple thing is, iTunes or something. And I haven't watched it for years and years and years, but I own it, and it lives there forever. I can download it. I can download it onto this iPad. And I loved How Feed His Own Pet. It was brilliant.
It's like you've just discovered digital technology and you're excited about it.
Yeah.
Aww.
And funnily enough, last night, darlings, after the live stream, while I was eating and preparing myself for bed and then going to bed and falling asleep, I watched an episode of Minder. And it was the episode that had Jimmy Nail in it, who, of course, was in How Feed His Own Pet.
Mm-hmm. And he sang some terrible pop songs.
He's got a nice voice, though, hasn't he?
I know, I wasn't into it.
Big Willie Osborne. No, that's what he called himself.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. People are saying good evening to Mustard. Oh,
well, that's nice.
Matron says there's a hilarious bit where my grandson is wondering what save our souls means. Project Nigel says Butty Womble to Andrew Buttigieg. Peter P says, "Ooh, that's a lovely toast rack."
It is a
with
lovely
very
toast
happy
rack.
looking face.
It's a lovely toast rack.
Project.
Oh, and Lurpak is Danish, apparently.
Yes, it is. Yes. Project Nigel says Greenburger, presumably to Greenwood. Stephen Beatty says Douglas, the Lurpak Butterman. I've got that toast rack.
That's right. His name
He's
is
got
Douglas.
it. Stephen Beatty's got it. Toast rack snap.
Yes.
Peter P and Stephen Beatty will have the same toast rack.
Well, that I think that toast rack needs to go to Finland.
And Peter P likes it, so there we go. Alan Simpson says, I couldn't find a toast rack anywhere in town, so I had to resort to Amazon. My toast rack arrives tomorrow and is a classic metal affair. Oh, I did not buy the one that looked like a torture implement.
Well, the classic metal affair, that was, if you went to a guest house in a seaside resort in the 1970s or 80s,
Yeah,
that's what would have been on your table.
yeah.
We had one at home. We actually had one at home, the metal toast rack. And if memory serves, it was separate. The metal slotty bit
Yes.
was fitted by squeeze it, and you could
There's
squeeze
a tray
it
on
in.
the bottom
Yeah,
protected the
and,
crumbs.
yeah, and you could. Yeah.
So yeah, well, he's got something similar to that then. Project Note says Peter Toasty, and he says not vegan. Tracy Moldy. Oh, interesting. She thinks she sounds vegan with Greenberger. Alan Simpson says go from titty wanks to motorboatying. Peter P says ask the escorts to like and sub matron.
Oh yeah, good matron.
Matron says Boaty dissing my Premier Inn. I will have you know that they come with a free sauna. It's about 30 degrees in here.
Well, I have stayed in that Premier Inn, matron. So yeah, I wish you better luck with breakfast than I had.
It's a lot cooler than 30 degrees in Windy Bum, so you would have been a lot more comfortable here too.
Yeah,
especially
lovely.
when we put you in the garden in the tent.
Lovely and cool here.
Martin North says, is Boaty a cross between Oz and Barry?
Oh, now then. Which Auf Wiedersehen character would you be? Or which Auf Wiedersehen character do you think that one of the community is? I would say that I would be, well, I definitely wouldn't be an Oz. There's no Oz in me. No Oz at all. I'd be Dennis. I'd be Dennis with a little bit of Wayne.
My ex-boyfriend, the wizard, he desperately wanted to be Wayne. Absolutely desperately. He idolised him.
I'd be a little bit of Wayne. I would be a little bit of Wayne, but there would be no Barry in me and no Oz in me. I don't see any Barry in me, do you?
No, I don't. No.
And I don't see any Oz in me either.
I don't either.
I'd be Dennis.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'd be Dennis. I'd be a little bit of Neville. I'd be a little bit of Wayne, because Wayne had the nice car. He got the BMW, and he got to pork. What's her name? Oh, Lisette Anthony. He got to pork Lisette Anthony, the lucky bastard.
I don't think he did in real life.
He might have. You never know.
He might have.
Funnily enough, right? Okay. Here's a question for you. Quiz question. The first time that I encountered Wayne, and I don't mean Wayne, I mean the artist. What was his name? Gary Neville, wasn't it? Right. The first time I encountered Gary Neville on a television screen, he was playing a character called Eddie Hairstyle. Well, I'll give you a clue. What was the film? It was a film. It wasn't a TV program. Eddie Hairstyle. I bet you nobody will be able to tell me that. Even if they Google it, they won't be able to tell me that. Do you know?
I don't know the answer.
Oh, well, there you are, you see.
It's all before my time. I'm young. You need to remember that.
You're older
Matron
than me.
was into Auf Wiedersehen, Pet, but I was too young for it. I'm 5 years younger than you.
5 years older.
Younger. I'm in my 40s.
Fuck up.
I'm still in my 40s for, another year and a half.
Not for long, matey.
Oh, you're threatening me. Right, let's see. Yes, we had the sauna bit. Oh, there we go. Peter P says, Tracy, 30 degrees does not count as a sauna. And Matron says, yes, I have 2 spare beds in here. I have to jump to get on the main one as it's so high. Oh, gosh, there's like bouncing going on in that room.
Smaller, her bloody legs.
She is quite short. But same as me.
You said that she had tiny legs.
Well, same as me. The same as me. We're both the same height. Although Matron keeps telling me that she is an inch taller than me. And I feel like when I'm standing next to her, I'm actually slightly looking down. Tomorrow you can tell me.
Maybe she means she's an inch taller when you're both lying down.
That's a bit cutting. Anyway, we will find out tomorrow. You can tell us. But she insists that she is 5'3". I'm 5'2". Matron insists she is 5'3".
I'm 6'5".
I know, but that doesn't make any difference to whether Matron or I are 5'2" or 5'3" on who's taller.
No, I'm just saying.
You're definitely taller than me.
Yeah, if it was a competition, I'd work.
I'm not arguing that you're taller than me. We
just
might
saying.
we might argue about some things, but we know definitely I will not be in dispute about the fact you're taller than me. There we go. Yes, Mr. Simpson says, "Ain't No Doubt" is a classic by Mr. Nail.
Ain't no doubt, it's plain to see. Woman like you's no good for me. That was a good number, that. My heart's beating on the door.
This could be a new thing. You sing and I dance to it like a puppet. Project Nigel says,
Puppet on a string.
I'll just dance whenever Boaty sings.
I wonder if someday that you'll say that you care. If you say you're lovely, madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a swing, like a matron on a bed.
Right. Yes, Project Nigel says, apparently Jimmy is a thinking man. Could you agree?
Jimmy who?
Jimmy Nail.
Oh, right.
Could you agree?
Well,
He's asking a question.
He's bound to think about some things, isn't he?
And a matron says, it feels like it. I'm in my own sauna. Stephen Beatty says, Jimmy Nail was spender and drove a Sierra Cosworth. Do you want to comment on that at all? Just butt in if you want to.
I never watched Spender, so I know he was Spender, but I don't know what he drove. I never watched it.
Problem. You did have a wine gasm again tonight. There's something wrong with your wine, isn't there?
Wait,
broken.
It's only the cheap shit.
Your wine is broken.
It's cheap rubbish.
You never have a wine gasm when I'm sitting next to you. Anyway, I think you suppress it.
I never have a wank when I'm sitting next to you either.
That's where I was filming in the Airbnb. I think I'm going to get something that everyone's wanting to see here, and it didn't happen.
Well, you thought I was going to crack one off at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Well, yeah, I never filmed you at 3 o'clock in the morning.
When we had to get up for breakfast.
Oh, that was so funny. I'm having some fun experiences these days. Peter P says, I now need that Lurpak toast rack.
Peter P.
Hearty eyes.
It's yours. I'll get it packed up. I'll get it sent off.
And Andrew Buttigieg says, Trace, if you use the sauna, put some towels down first. I learned that in my experience in working in a hotel. There isn't really a sauna there. She's just saying it's very hot and it's making her sweat. And there's a wet patch on the floor that she claims has nothing to do with her.
There might be an escort on the floor.
There might be, yes, there may well be. Excuse me. Matron says, good Lord, no, can't see him as a modern day philosopher. Why, man? Mandingos. Stephen Beatty says, I've even got the matching Douglas butter dish. Oh, interesting.
Oh, you flash sad.
All right, we'll have to collect butter dishes as well. And Matron says, that's why my floor is wet. Holly is here. Says, hello, sorry I'm late. No problem, Holly. Glad you're here now. People saying hi to Holly.
Look, I'm waving.
We're waving. Peter P says, Andrew, you always sit on a towel in a sauna. And Project Nigel says, can I be the really tall ginger wrestler? I was actually going to say that. I was actually going to assign him.
He's no Pat Roach. Pat Roach. Mustard. Seriously. You want to be Pat Roach?
Who would that be? Neil.
Yeah, Neil could be
Neil's
Pat Roach.
Him, yeah.
Yeah, you can't be Pat Roach Mustard. Mustard would be. Who would Mustard be? I'll tell you who Mustard would be. Mustard would be 100% Neville. He'd be the one, right? He's never been abroad before. And he'd be the one that as soon as he was out, he'd be writing a postcode to his wife saying, my dearest darling Brenda, I've been gone now for 22 minutes and I'm missing you terribly. And he'd be the one who used to. He wouldn't get down the pub with the lads. He wouldn't go to the knocking shop. He wouldn't shag a nice German hooker. He'd be the one sitting in the hut making a YouTube video saying, well, I'm going to make a nice cup of tea. Now the lads have all gone out. They're going to get very drunk, and they're going to go to a restaurant, and then they're going to go to a brothel and insert their penises into German prostitutes. Well, I'm not having any of that. I'm sitting here with my cup of tea, and then I'm going to take up my shillings that I've saved, and I'm going to ring my wife, and I'm going to say, hello, wife. I'm living in an hut, and I'm missing you terribly. I'm very lonely because I can't go out with the lads because they're all getting very drunk and shagging prostitutes. And I don't think you'd like me doing that sort of thing, wife. That's who he'd be. He'd be Neville.
Yep. Okay.
Don't try and...
Bomber, Tracy.
Don't try and put it out there that you're a bomber. Bloody hell.
Stephen Beatty says Moxie went on to be in Batman and other big Hollywood films. Oh, I got tickled. Project Nigel says, yeah, that's him, Tracy. I don't want to be Wayne. He's not cool.
What was Bomber's real name? Or what was the character Bomber's real name? Oh, Brian Buscombe, I think. I think it was Brian Buscombe. But yeah, Bomber was the nickname. Mustard is definitely not Bomber.
Andrew Botticky says, Peter P, I've not used a sauna. I worked at a hotel that had one and a spa. I would not use them after what some of the guests do in them. Ugh.
I've used a sauna many times.
But you won't use a hotel kettle.
But I won't use a hotel kettle, no.
Matron, I hope you haven't used the kettle in your Premier Inn. Boaty's told me what he does in them. It's amazing. I'm a similar age to you, Emma. I worry about hitting the next milestone. Oh,
don't worry about that. Worry about not hitting the next milestone.
Yeah. I don't worry about it. It's just like, well, you know, I think when you're 90, you're going to look back at this age and think, oh my goodness, that's so long ago. I can't believe I thought I was old then. That's my thoughts. Peter P says the knowledge 1979.
Peter P, you are an absolute genius.
Excuse me.
And you are 100% correct. That was indeed when I first saw the actor Gary, whatever his name is, Holton. Gary Holton, that was his name. Not Gary Neville, Gary Holton. And he did play the character Eddie Hairstyle in The Knowledge, 1979, which was written by Jack Rosenthal, who started off writing Coronation Street, married Maureen Lipman, and they had a very happy marriage until he had to spend time being dead for tax purposes. And he also wrote Moving Story and numerous other... Oh, and most famously, he wrote Piang Bang Kipperbang and Bar Mitzvah Boy. Absolute genius, Jack Rosenthal. And The Knowledge, if you've never seen The Knowledge, do yourself a favour, watch it. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It was. Now, The Knowledge stars Anthony J, who went on to write... Sorry, it stars Jonathan Lynn, who went on to write Yes Minister and Yes Prime Minister with and which one did I say?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Well, with the other one anyway, it was Anthony J and Jonathan, whatever it was I said. It also stars, what's his name? Michael Elphick, Boone. Maureen Lipman is in it, but most memorably of all, Nigel Hawthorne gives the best performance of his... Well, Nigel Hawthorne was, of course, in Yes Minister. Anthony J and Jonathan Lynn, that's who wrote it. And that's why Nigel Hawthorne appeared in Yes Minister, because of the connection that was made in The Knowledge. And it is brilliant. Watch it, you won't regret it. Nigel Hawthorne was amazing in it, as was Jonathan Lynn, who played Ted Margolis. I don't know who played Titanic, but he was just an absolute genius. It's brilliant. You should watch it. It was amazing. They should all watch it.
Matron, I have news for you. We cannot do the drain pipe of thingy tomorrow because Boaty has power washed it.
Well, we can start a new one.
Oh, we could start a new one. We could be the first on it. Oh, of course, if we do the drain pipe of thingy, we can see who's tallest out of my Matron and myself, and then that'll settle the argument. We're doing the drain pipe of thingy. Pardon?
I'm going to beat both of you.
I think you might.
We need to buy.
In fact, if I stood on top of Matron, you'd still beat both of them.
We need to buy a white marker pen
Yeah.
thingy, a white chalk pen thing, or whatever it's
You
called.
should buy one, right? So yes, we will do the drain pipe of thingy tomorrow, Matron, and we will then settle the argument of who's tallest. I know, but she called it thingy, so I'm going along with that just for fun, just for kicks.
I'm going to turn the mower on soon.
You do that because I want my dinner before 3 a.m.
Yeah,
my supper.
I'm getting really.
We've decided we're going to try to go to bed. We'll be really, really, really daring and try to go to bed before 3 a.m. this time.
Mo chutney. I'm going to leave that out to come up to room temperature.
Alan Simpson says we should get Boaty to do the Vic Reeves Club Singer feature from Shooting Stars where we have to guess the song.
Yes, we should do that. All right, you give me a song privately and they have to guess.
Gosh, can't you just pick one yourself? And we also haven't played that fart game yet. Now, I like the idea of that fart game, but whenever
guess my fart.
Yeah, whenever you fart, you never give me the instruction beforehand.
Whisper a song to me.
Oh my God, I have to pick a song.
Something that I'll know.
Oh my God. Don't make me. Can you just tell me what song you're going to do and then you do it?
Well, no, 'cause I haven't thought of one to do.
God. This is the bit. Whenever I have to think of a song, my mind always goes completely blank. You try and think of one as well.
All right, well, I'll do this one then. I'll do this one. Hey, see the shows. Hey, see the sleeper. Yeah, hand in mind. Help you smiling. Hey, neck and head. What it's happy in your Maria.
I haven't a clue.
Oh, right.
What was the last bit you said? The very last bit.
I can't do it again.
Yeah. Well, no one's guessing at the moment.
You should have paid proper
Any
attention.
guesses, anybody? I was paying attention until the very last bit. And then...
Well, there you go.
I don't think I know what that song is. We'll find out in a minute if anybody knows what that song is. Please guess away. But it's a good idea. I think you did that very well, even though I don't know what the song is.
Yeah, well, if you gave me a song, then you would have known what it was. But then,
I need a 2 hours advance warning.
Yeah,
before
you're clearly not capable of immediate thought.
I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm a failure.
Mustard says that Boaty is 6'3". Fuck off.
No, we'll find out.
Give me back those 2 inches that you took from me, darling.
Most I ever get from a guy is 2 inches. Matron says, got to remember that I have scoliosis. Oh, lovely. So sometimes I'm more twisted and wonky and therefore shorter than others. Oh, excuses. Now she's trying to say she's got a condition that makes her shorter on some days. So tomorrow she'll be saying, I'm only short because of my scoliosis.
What is scoliosis?
It's a condition that makes you bendy.
All right.
But that's quite good when the escorts come around.
Yeah, there you go, darlings. Matron is double-jointed and open-minded.
She is.
That can only make for a fun evening.
She's hypermobile.
And she's got 3 beds.
Well, that as well, and 2 escorts.
Yeah,
and a partridge in a pear tree.
You think she was in the middle bed and had an escort on either side?
Probably, but then one of them will be the extra bed that's attached. So I feel a bit sorry for him because he'll have to leap up onto the bed.
I wonder if she supplied scampi fries or anything.
No, she doesn't do the scampi fries. It'll be pretzels, won't it, Matron?
Oh, God.
Should have got her pretzels out and shook them all about. Yes, so Peter P says, filming at 3 a.m. in the morning. Did you see the end of, did you watch Boaty's Bandidno?
Did you put that in your video?
I didn't. I decided not to.
Did you?
Yeah, because the end of my video, it was like we were, walking back from the restaurant and there was like it was dark and everything was lit up and it looked lovely and it just didn't seem
You didn't want
right.
to ruin it by putting
Well,
me
it didn't.
naked in bed.
I'll keep that from a private collection. No, but you know what I mean? It just didn't seem. It just didn't,
Appropriate.
It just seemed like we were at the restaurant looking quite serious, enjoying our meal, and then going back, and it was like all calm and lovely. It just didn't seem to fit, so I didn't put it in there.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's right. I've got unique content there.
That's all right.
So there you are, darling. If you want to see me naked at 3 o'clock in the morning, my video is the only one where you're going to get that.
Well, it's okay. I could always film another one. So
Oh,
put your requests in.
you think I'm
We'll
going
get
to
him on the toilet next.
I've
In the bath.
I've done that. I've done that.
Oh.
I've done the toilet. I've done the bath.
You haven't got a video of
The
you getting
physical.
changed into your pajamas in the kitchen during a live stream.
No, that's true.
I should have filmed that. Wish I had.
I can't believe I did that.
I can't believe you did it. It's the first time I visited. The first night. Was it the first night? No, the second. First time visiting here, it's a completely strange man to me. I'm sitting here and he's taking his clothes off in the kitchen. There's moves all over the place.
It was so late. I thought, fucking hell, how much longer is she going to witter on for? For fuck's sake.
Do you do this every time there's a strange woman sitting next to you doing a live stream?
Well, I've never done live streams with strange. I mean, I've done some things with strange women, but
Not live stream.
not a live stream.
It was an experience I'll never forget. I didn't film it though, unfortunately. Oh well. Matron says she's laughing at I never have a wonk either. She's laughing at that. Peter P says to Matron, and remember that people are taller in the morning.
Well, I am, but then I'm lying down.
And Matron says, "You a scratch there.
Mm,
You're enjoying that scratch."
I'm enjoying it very much.
Matron says Alan Bennett in our Wiedersehen Pet, and she's laughing. Project 9 says Wayne is basically Nick Cotton as impersonating by Kevin Rowland. Rowland?
Kevin Rowland, lead singer of Dex's Midnight Runners.
Come on, Eileen. You weren't singing that though. He wasn't answering your question about who you were singing, was he?
Oh, no, I don't know if we've got there yet.
Peter P said, I would do anything for a laugh, but I won't use the kettle. Simone says, I miss John Rosenthal on that Formula One. Project Nigel says, I'm a big man, Boaty. Feck your cropped moustache.
Where the fuck did that come from?
Well, because you were saying he's not big enough to be Bomber.
Oh, right, okay. He's not big enough to be Bomber.
No, he's not.
Right. Pat Roach, who played Bomber Buzzbridge, was a friend of my father's, and I've met him on, as a child, I met him on many occasions. And trust me, Mustard, you are no Pat Roach. You're not even a pale imitation.
Oh,
Pat
yeah.
Roach was a nice guy.
Good.
He had a reputation for a while as a bit of a tough guy in Birmingham. And because he had this, and then because he started getting stuff like the Bond film and I Feed His Own or whatever, and doing all of this hard guy image, I probably shouldn't be talking about this. There were a couple of people who wanted to fight him. And Seamus was one. A guy called Seamus Dunleavy, known as Big Skin. There have been books written about him. And my father was another, and there's been a book written about him as well, or he certainly features in other books, including the one about Seamus. And they both offered quite a reasonable amount of money to be locked in a room with Pat Roach and see who walked out when the door was unlocked.
Okay.
And Pat Roach declined both offers. My father would have absolutely fucked Pat Roach up. He really would.
And Peter P says Rosenthal also wrote London's Burning. I like that very much.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
Denise Seven says, what are you drinking, Emma? I am drinking water with ice in it. Thank you for the question. Boaty didn't offer me any wine tonight.
Do you want some wine?
I'm fine, thanks. Alan Simpson says,
Self-service, anyway. Well.
Alan Simpson says, I did what I did for Maria by Tony Christie.
Oh,
See, I heard something. I thought I heard you say Maria, and that's why I said, "What was that last line?"
Yeah. It's not that, but you're right about Maria.
And Peter P is saying snap to Alan. Yeah, because he thinks it too. Project Nigel says, Emma, if you could stand on Tracy's head to be measured, you'd only be 18 inches taller than Robert Wadlow. I don't know who he is.
Robert Wadlow is the tallest man that has ever lived.
Oh, right. So that'd be interesting. I'm not going to stand on her head.
Now, if you want to know anything about Robert Wadlow, you need to talk to my mate Rod. My mate Rod has got, well, I say my mate. Oh, what's that? Oh, bugger off. My acquaintance and former erstwhile colleague, Rod Gilbert, he is obsessed by that gentleman, and he has got every single fact about him at his fingertips. And if you think I'm joking, I promise you I'm not. You can probably go on to, you might be able to go onto Radio Wales and pick up the history of the podcast of the Rod Gilbert Show on Radio Wales, featuring me on several occasions. And we discussed Robert, and he just knows everything, and he doesn't even need to think about it. It's right there at the forefront of his brain, where you've got what time you need to get up, or what you're going to cook for dinner, or when your wife's birthday is, or something like that. He's just got every imaginable fact about Robert Wadlow: his shoe size, what age he was when he died, what age he was when he was born, which is probably 0, really.
Probably.
Honestly, just get in touch with him. Say, hi, Rod. Boaty said you would tell me all about Robert Wadlow, and he'll send you half an hour of material. Probably a DVD. He's always trying to sell DVDs. He does. Have you seen my DVD? No. No, why would I want to watch that? Why would I do that to myself?
Project Nigel says, I've just
He's done
realised.
very well for himself, though. I mean, of the two of us, you'd have to say that Rod Gilbert has done better for himself than me.
Just slightly.
Yeah.
Only slightly.
Yeah, very slightly.
You said he's a lovely man, though.
He is a lovely man. He genuinely is a lovely man.
Very nice man.
Terrible drunk.
Oh, someone's phoning. I can see who it is as well.
Oh, wow.
Give us a minute.
On speaker?
That one there, isn't it?
There you go.
Good evening, you lovely person.
Good morning to both of you.
Oh, is it a morning? Oh, it is the morning. Yes, good morning, Simone. How are you
Good
this
morning.
evening?
I'm okay. I'm going to go to sleep soon because I only had 2 hours of sleep last night.
Oh, you sound very relaxed.
Yeah, I'm just hanging on. I'm calling up to ask you to choose a number between 1 and 75.
I know what she's going to do.
I know what she's going to do. I was on that live stream.
Yeah, so was I. Shall I choose a number?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to choose my lucky number 7.
Number 7. Do we get one for you and one
Oh,
for
go on
both?
then. You do one as well, Boaty. You pick one.
Well, I will
We'll
go.
see who gets the best.
I will go for 42, if I may.
Okay, so I'll go with 7 first. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I like mine. It sounded a bit like one of those things that you wave around that rattle.
And number 42 for Boaty.
Here we go.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Do you know what? These are so appropriate because yours do sound like that and mine do sound like that.
Oh, God, do they?
That definitely sounded like yours, didn't it? Definitely did.
Well, I mean, mine are variable. I'm an artist.
Yours sing songs.
I'm an artist of considerable wide repertoire.
I think you got kazoo stuck up there.
I've got something.
Well, Peter P wanted number 35.
Oh, this was for Peter.
Oh, okay.
So here's one
It's a
for
Finnish
here's
one.
number 35 for Peter.
Oh
Oh, that is not a virgin bottom.
no.
That bottom that bottomless experience, some hot
There's
pottering
definitely a
action.
clap at the end, wasn't
That
there?
was, yeah, that was, oh,
It sounded very slack.
What?
Yeah.
Why don't you do one as well, Simone? One for yourself.
One for myself.
You can pick one for
Okay.
yourself.
If I remember which one it is now.
Oh, she
that
said
was
her
horrible,
favourite.
that last. I didn't like Peter Peas at all. That was, oh,
Well, he's in Finland.
I'm going to go with number 62.
Oh, she knows. She's excited.
3, 2, 1.
That's just like the one you did on top of the Great Orm. It sounds like Boaty's wine fridge.
that was a cracker. That was a really
Was
good
that?
one.
Tell me the truth. Was that your little toy, or did you genuinely do one there and pretend it was your little toy?
I'm
No.
watching you guys clapping on the screen. Oh,
Well,
God.
I'm glad that you enlightened my morning with fart sounds, because Boaty hasn't produced any actually this evening yet.
Well, you can
What's wrong with
blame
you?
my mum.
Well, I have.
My mum's fault.
Pardon?
It's my mum's fault.
Oh, right, okay. Thank you, Simone's
my
mum.
mum has a brilliant sense of humour.
Oh. Thank you, Simone's mum, for the wonderful sounds that you have given your child.
We need to meet Simone.
We do. That's in the plan.
It is in the plan, but we need to.
Yeah, that's
somehow
something
make
we
that
haven't dealt with. We've had so many other things.
Well, I am supposed to be going to Rustable. Is it next month? Yes. And I don't know how I'm going to get there because I've had a few car insurance issues.
Oh dear.
Where's Rustable?
Where they've basically limited my mileage until my policy expires.
Oh.
Where is Rustable?
Yeah. Rustable is Gaydon Motor Museum.
Oh.
It's in Warwickshire.
What? Oh, excuse me.
Well, good luck. Hopefully you get that sorted.
Well, if I can get to Gloucester day before, all is well. But I can't drive, so it means I have to take public transport or something.
Oh
Or,
God.
I don't know, run.
Public transport.
I get public transport.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry.
Well, these things happen. But no, I'd like to go there because Tasty Classics is going and I'd like to meet him.
Tasty Classics? Sounds...
Yeah.
Is he nice?
From Tasty Classics. very good show. But,
I've got no idea who that is.
It sounds
oh,
tasty.
it's very good, Rosie.
But you've got to remember that Simone is the darling of all of the top YouTubers. They all make. They all make. Oh come on! You've been on Hubnut. Who else gets on Hubnut?
His wife.
Yes, if you look at the numbers of like most people who end up on Hubnut, they've got lots of subscribers and such. You know, like up and down.
Yeah.
You know, you've got Matt.
Matt,
and
yeah.
You've got Steph.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and I'm still down here. You know, floating around. It's fine. You know, almost at 1,800 subscribers. I'm getting close.
Ah,
Getting close to 1,800. So I don't mind.
you just need to put more content out, my lovely. That's the difference between you and the others. They all go
This is true.
absolutely mental at it, and you kind of hide your light under a bushel. But
Unfortunately, and I don't mind saying this on YouTube, that I do suffer with a bit of anxiety and depression. So
join the
sometimes
club,
I
don't we all?
struggle to get stuff done.
Don't we all? But if you can possibly find a way to turn that to your advantage, because you suffer a bit, don't you?
Talk about it on the channel.
Yeah,
I think, because then people can relate.
and I suffer with it terribly too.
Yeah,
it's finding a way to turn that to your advantage and to so that you're making content, but you're also kind of mitigating or assuaging your issues.
I think if you talk about it as well, then you can come on when you've got anxiety and people will understand.
Yeah. And nothing will get you better views than coming on and saying, hello, I plan to make a really cheery video, but I'm suffering from anxiety and depression. and that'll do really well. It's like my recent video where I came on and said, well, yeah, everything's fucked up. I'm totally skinned like this, and look at the views on that.
I got like over five. Was it 5?
Yeah.
Over 5K views in the first 24 hours. Yeah.
Well, was it last month or month before? I put out loads of videos in a very short space of time working on the Cortina, and then my shoulder pulled out on me, so my upper trapezius muscle did its thing, which means I couldn't function for 2 weeks. So after that, I go back to the car and I realise there's more work needed than expected, which means hundreds and hundreds of pounds, and I don't have that. So it's kind of like the reality of that causes me to kind of like panic.
But could you make a video discussing that? Because then people would sort of relate,
Exactly.
I've not been able to do work on it, and now I've found it costs hundreds of pounds.
Right. Here is my advice for what it's worth. If you would like to try and do something with YouTube, not that I know what the hell I'm doing, but here would be my advice. If you try and do a video about a car or doing work on a car or whatever, there'll be somebody else who has done the same thing or similar and quite possibly done it better. What nobody else can do better than you is to be you.
Yeah.
And on YouTube, people take, if you put yourself out there, people will take a massive interest. So you can do your car things or whatever, but if you put yourself out there, warts and all, amongst that, maybe you're not comfortable doing that. Not everybody is. But if you do, my God, you'll get the views and you'll get the subscribers. And that means that you'll get the income, because that's what people go for.
They like to know the person.
I earned, I think it was £65 for the last load of videos I did, but that was in just under a 3-month period of earning that kind of money, and that's kind of what's usual for me.
I think
but yeah, I was hoping I could get a lot more work done. But then again, I'm stuck in this moment where I think, do I just cut a great big hole in the car and just shove a piece of metal in and weld it, or do I wait until I've got the correct panels and do it properly?
But you're up against competition doing that. There are loads of people doing work on cars. You've got to throw something else into the mix. And the thing that YouTube loves at the moment is individual personalities.
And showing warts and all as well.
And showing warts and all. So if you go on there and say, this is what I'm trying to do with the car, but hey, this is me. This is how my day has gone. These are the things that I struggle with. I'm skint. I'm this. I'm that.
I agree. As somebody who's new to
I get that, but then it feels like I'm scrounging.
No, because you're not. You're just putting out the problems. As somebody who's quite, new to creating and more, have spent a lot of time watching YouTube, I am drawn to the personality. And you as somebody who I've said this to you as well, haven't I, Boaty? But you're somebody who is, you've got something unique about you. I think people would take an interest. You're not sitting there just being boring and saying the same old thing as other people. There's something about you that's unique, and you should use that to your advantage. And
and you present really well, and you come across very well on camera. And to talk about the scrounging thing, obviously I'm not monetized at the moment, but I've done more content than ever, because it's not about trying to earn money from it. I find that it helps me. And I enjoy it. I find putting myself out there, warts and all, and being honest, I find it cathartic. And I find that on the whole, people are sympathetic, and it will ring a dime. Because if you go on there and you weld a piece of metal to a car, then what are you going to get? You're going to get people who either say, well, I could do that, but I would do it better. Or you're going to have people who say, well, I could never do that. And you're not really going to get a connection with them. But if you do the same thing, where you talk about being skint, and you talk about being depressed,
pain,
and you talk about being in pain, and you talk about being frightened, well, people will say, well, yeah, I've got those feelings as well. And I might not try and weld my card up, but I try and do this and I try and do that. And I have to battle these things. And that's when that's when people will really gel with you. And that's how you build your following by Hubnut's not Hubnut because he's the best car reviewer in the world,
Oh, yeah.
or the best
He does
amateur
show a few
mechanic.
warts, doesn't he?
He got where he is today. Well, partly because he started YouTube when nobody any good was doing it, and so. But he put a bit of personality out there, and he shared a bit, and he would have done a lot better if he'd have shared a bit more.
Well, didn't somebody tell me that Steph, when she put out a video about her having a bypass or something?
Oh, the gastric band.
Video.
She got loads of interest.
Yeah.
I really felt for her watching.
Yeah, but
that was the time. Now, I will perfectly admit that I'd never been into Steph or into her channel. It wasn't my kind of thing. But the gastric band video crossed my radar, and I watched it, and I actually reached out to Steph. I messaged Steph, and we spoke about it, and yeah, absolutely. I would never have connected with Steph in a million years were it not for that video. And we spoke about it, and we spoke about other stuff, and I look forward to meeting up with her at some point now. But I would never.
I actually met her at the NEC beginning of last year when I took my car there, and we met up, and she came and filmed me talking in my car, which is on her channel.
Oh, right.
And then it's on her channel, NEC 2023. And then I met her again at Rustival beginning of this year. And she's really, really nice.
She seems really nice, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't keen on her channel when she first started, but it got much, much better. And now I watch most videos.
Well, it's like everybody, isn't it? As they go along, they find out what works and what people like. And
I haven't watched a single one of her videos after the gastric band one.
But I'm in agreement, even though I'm a newbie, that it's personal interest. If you're connecting with the person, somebody comes on and discusses the problems that are stopping them doing what they're trying to do. People love that, so give it a go.
Yeah.
If you feel confident to do it. And regarding anxiety, we do all suffer from that. Before the live stream, do you remember last week before the live stream?
Oh God, yeah.
So I came to Boaty and I said, because I was in the other room, we were here, we got in, I was in the other room, and I was suddenly felt really breathless and shaky, because that happens to me. And often that can develop into a full-blown panic attack where I'm on the floor screaming. I haven't had that for ages, but I thought the more I started to think, oh my God, I'm getting anxiety, the more I was feeling bad. So I said this to Boaty, and he dealt with it by being really strange on a live stream. But when I had words with him afterwards, he said, what did you say? He said, but it helped, didn't it? And I thought, actually, it did. But, I suffer from anxiety. I think loads of people do. And so if you talk about it, I might do a video at some point. But if you talk about it, then people will think, yeah, exactly. I know exactly what you mean. To be honest, I don't think I've met anybody who doesn't say that they suffer from anxiety to some degree or depression.
But you've got to be honest about it. You've got to be honest about it. You can't do it for effect. If you put all of you out there, there's so many people on YouTube now. Everything has been done on YouTube. The only thing that you've got in your unique favor is you. And you're a unique person,
from what I can tell. And
so put you out there. Yeah. I can't make a decent video to save my life. I can't do any mechanics on a car. I don't do wild camping. I don't do stealth camping. All I can do is I just come along and say, well, this is me. You can see everything about me. I'll tell you all the truth, and I'll come on every night. And some people will relate to that and very kindly say that you're doing something to help them, or they're definitely doing something to help you. And you get some views and you get some subscribers, and what else can you do other than?
Well, a lot of people watch my channel for the Cortina, not many people really care about the bikes that much from views. And yeah, I try and put different things out. I mean, I did the car show the other day.
I watched that,
which
yeah,
was fun.
when you were premiering
That
it.
was, yeah, but that was like an hour long, so you've really got to want to sit down and watch it, you know.
See, I would never watch that.
Maybe I should have split it into two.
I don't go to a car show in real life. So I think they're the most boring things ever. So I'm never going to watch Simone going around a car show. But if she came on for 10 minutes and said, "This is how I'm feeling today,"
oh yeah, I would
I'd watch every minute of
as
it.
the disinterested car girl. Yeah, I would. Yeah. So,
I mean, you know, Simone has kind of crossed our radar. She's a friend. If she did a video and this is 10 minutes, this is how I'm feeling today, I'd watch it. Like I don't always watch your videos, I'll be honest, but I always watch your
you
live.
don't have to. You don't. I wouldn't expect you to.
No, but I always watch your live streams because that's where the interest is. You're my friend. Yeah. We've never met, but I still think of you as my friend. I cared about you.
Oh,
and
thank you.
I know that I'm going to get, if I watch you on a live stream, I'm going to get an insight that I wouldn't get in one of your videos because you don't put that personal element out in a video. You do it in my live streams and you do it in your live streams, but we don't see it in the videos. Yeah,
true. Yeah. Like, sometimes I wish I had like somebody, you know, to bounce off of in my content.
That can help.
You know, that would be really good. I mean, I've had a few videos where that's happened, but it's not often. And it would, I think it would help. So
it helps in live streams too. From somewhere. When I've tried to do live streams on my own, you sort of feel a bit like, oh, it's a bit like, what do I say now? But it helps when there's somebody else on a live stream. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I'm on a live stream and I get to a point and think, what do I say now?
We should do one, Simone. I'll do a joint live stream with you. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we could always do a split screen jobby.
Yeah, you could have a disinterested car girl as a guesting on your live.
Well, that would be perfect.
Actually, that would be a really good idea. Every now and again, have like a guest on from another channel.
I think you should. I mean, I want to do it eventually, but I feel like I'm not quite established. I don't know. I'm not quite there. But I don't know if you just heard what Boaty said, but it's like he's saying it'd be perfect because it'd be two girls together, one who's really into cars and another one who's not interested at all. So it could work out quite fun. Yeah, I'm up for doing that. I'm absolutely up for anything. I'm up for anything. So, you know, I'm happy to, you know, do a joint live stream at some point because it really does help. Yeah, even if the other person isn't saying that much, you can sort of discuss things. Something comes up in the comments and the pair of you can sit and have a chat about it. Although I don't know much about cars, so it could be quite fun trying to understand what the hell is going on. But yeah.
Well, I think I'm gonna wind it up for me.
Okay.
It's 27 minutes to 1.
Oh, are you cooking my dinner yet?
I've just turned it on.
No, I'm not.
What did you have for your eats today? Have you said? I can't remember.
Oh God. This morning I got up, I had a cup of tea. I didn't have much sleep last night, of course. Went to do my volunteering. Had a oat latte because I have to have non-milk because it upsets my guts otherwise. I had a bacon roll. And came home. I've done my volunteering.
If you put that into a video, you'd get really good views.
Well, I was also thinking about. I was just about to say that the volunteering. I mean, I don't know about your video.
Why is that not in the video?
I really can't because I have to go and see people who are either elderly or disabled and stuff, and I don't think they appreciate a camera.
Well, you don't have to.
No, I'm not. We're not suggesting that. We're suggesting that you talk about how you feel about what you do. You don't have
I see what you mean,
you don't have to talk about specifics or anything like that. But when you're working on your car, if you were to say stuff like, "This morning I was volunteering," that's what I do.
It's a particularly tough one.
Yeah, I like to give my time to help. The reason why I do it is this. I like to feel that I help people. and I feel that it helps me. Anything like that.
Mm.
Just put your own
Yeah.
life into what you do. It will spice it up. It will set you apart. There are probably millions of videos of people welding cars out there, and they're probably all done by bloody Matt. God knows he spends his life welding cars. So the way that you make it individual and idiosyncratic and different is you put yourself in
You
there.
chat about your
So
life while you're
just-
doing
yeah.
it. Yeah.
So do what you do, but talk more about you. Talk more about the person that you are, and you might well find that when you get reactions to it, and you might find that it becomes incredibly cathartic, and you kind of
Essentially, then vlogging.
Yeah, but
Yeah, essentially vlogs.
Well, yes, you don't have to do a full day. It could just be while you're working on the car, you're just having a little bit of chat about what's going on.
that's the thing. It's I find it very difficult to do what people call a vlog. I find it very difficult to turn the camera on and say, "Hello, today I'm feeling a bit shit. This has bounced, that has bounced. I'm over my overdraft limit. I'm feeling really crap. I'm too fat. I'm single. No woman's ever going to look at me again in my life." I couldn't do that, but I can do my daily life and throw bits of that in, and that feels quite comfortable. So I can drive to work and talk about that, or I can drive to the yard.
Oh
and
yeah,
talk about that.
I've watched quite a few of your videos doing that.
Throw more of that in, my lovely. People, I mean, remember this. People like you. Big YouTube names make a beeline for you at shows, and they highlight you on their videos. They don't do that because you're boring or you're uninteresting or anything like that. So play on it, take advantage of it, and put more you in your videos. You're never going to make a film that is the best film ever on mending a cord.
I would never make a best film ever.
Well, you're never going to make a best film ever on mending a cortina, or you're never going to make the best film ever on this was a car show. But you can make the best film ever about this is Simone at a car show. That's the difference.
I have to look into how to do it. Because I have to think about every element of it and think it's right for me.
That's true. It's
Some people aren't comfortable.
The only other thing that I find difficult, and I don't know if any other viewers will be watching, but when you're at the arse end of the country away from everyone, it's kind of difficult.
Yeah, but then thanks to YouTube and social media and things like it, then like I'm head over heels in love with Peter P at the moment. He's in Finland. I've never been there, and
I didn't realise he was in Finland. I didn't know that. We've
got he's an important person in my life, as are many other people. Well, as are you. Never, we don't need to go as far as Finland and Peter P. Now, we've never met. We're quite a long way away from each other. I'm in the arse end of nowhere in the Peak District. You're at the bottom end of the country. It doesn't mean that we don't have a connection. So don't let that be a stumbling block. If it doesn't suit your psyche or your emotional health or needs, or if it provokes anxieties, then by all means don't do it. But give it a try, because you might find it has the opposite effect and it's really good for you. And it's good for your YouTube, and it will bring you more views and more income. And that could make life easier on its own.
And you only need to put out what you're comfortable putting out. You don't have to put every single thing about your life out. You just put out the things that you feel comfortable putting out. So you don't have to open up all your emotions.
Everything about my life, because then that would be a bit too much. I think.
Well, I'm the same. There's things in my life that I absolutely don't want to share online at all. And I don't. But there are things that you can. Even if you're just chatting, to be honest, even if you're just chatting about what you've had to eat that day, or you've been out with a friend and had a pleasant day out, chat about it. People are interested.
Everybody.
I think though, if I start talking about my personal life, stuff like that, then the channel name would have to change a bit, wouldn't it? I mean, I
Well,
couldn't keep it the same and like.
This was the thing I was worried about with calling my channel Disinterested Car Girl, which is what Boaty had suggested I call it. Because I was thinking, well, does that not mean that I have to only talk about cars? But no, it doesn't. Because
No, it's true.
and I mean,
you've got. I mean, we're going back to Hub now again. He started up Hub Notes, didn't he? And he,
well,
you know,
I think
he's got two channels now.
well, I think I was going to say your channel is always going to be about cars, but it doesn't mean you can't throw in other videos surrounding that to build.
Not necessarily.
How many
I
men
always
have
say
you
that. Not necessarily.
8.
Some of my older videos, I've got
Is that
records
normal?
and LPs and stuff like that.
Okay,
It's not just cars.
but then I think I don't know. I mean, I feel that it's nice to sort of have the mix because you're bringing in all different things about you. That's why I've thrown away Emma Lemon because I can't be doing the 2 different channels because the crossover is too complicated.
That's another thing with Simone. I watched one of Simone's videos about her records, her LPs, and I thought, well, I'm not really interested. No offense, but I'm not really interested in them.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of didn't watch the rest of the video and wouldn't watch any others. But if there was more about Simone in it, and she was talking about why she liked this and memories that it created or something like that, then I would be interested. It's all about people.
Is that the one called Shenmue?
I can't remember. I think it had something to do with Michael Jackson in it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Dear
Yeah.
God, emergency.
Oh, it may have done.
That was
I have a
And that was a number
ridiculously large
73.
collection of records by him.
Well, did you hear what Boaty said though? In that if you were discussing the records and saying this one brings back memories of this time in my life or a date I had or something, then people can connect by listening to that instead of just, I don't know, I haven't seen the video, but instead of just saying, you know, this is a great artist and I love this song. Sort of, I don't know, I haven't seen it, like I said, so I don't know what you said.
Andrew's just commented the 8-track video that I did. That was
Oh, right, yeah.
and they're all talking about Mary Huff.
Oh well, we'll get to that. We'll get to the comments in a minute. Yeah, they're probably all. Mary Huff is a Tracy because she's Mistress Mary.
To read the comments?
Yeah, we'll have to have a look at the comments. But yeah, poor old Tracy. She's been given all these strange names since becoming part of our management. Mistress Mary Huff, matron. She was quite happily toddling along being Tracy or the Greenwood until all of a sudden she's given all these random strange names.
I bugger at people.
Didn't you call her Mary Hinge at one point?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, poor Tracy. I'm glad that I just got named after a motorway and nothing
The amount of
dodgy.
people who've had their lives fundamentally altered because I had some mad idea at half past midnight.
Yeah.
Dorothy needs to trim her hinge, Boaty.
She needs to trim her hinge.
Dorothy, please trim your hinge.
Oh, right. Interesting.
Oh, brilliant song. Dorothy, please trim your minge. Won't you cut your funny fringe? Your pubic hair makes me despair. Kindly cut that thing down there.
She caught it in a bicycle chain.
Oh,
Anyway, I'm going to go because I'm extremely tired.
okay. Well, sleep well.
And I will do my best.
Join us tomorrow with Matron Tracy.
Yep, will do. Will do.
Okay, sleep well. Lovely talking.
All right.
Catch you
All
later.
right, good night all.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Say bye, Boaty.
Oh, bye-bye, Simone. Great time.
Oh, lovely. Lovely chat with Simone there. Right, let's get back to the comments.
And then let's bugger off.
Yeah, we've got Momo on the go, so we'll see if we can whiz through these a bit. Let's find where we're up to.
Your pubic hair makes me despair. Kindly cut that thing down there. That thing down there.
Matron says, "You see, Mustard? I told you Boaty strips off in front of Emma." Oh, God, what's she been telling him? Andrew Buttergeek says, "A subtle hint to say it's bedroom time." Well, it was when he stripped off. It was like come late, wasn't it? At the end of a live stream, it was a hint to say, "I'm getting my pajamas on, let's go to bed."
How late was it? Jesus Christ.
It was a late one. It was my first visit, you know, although we've still, on the second visit, we still stayed up really late. Oh, Simone says, shall I call them and give them a fart? And everyone's saying yes. Yes, Simone. Jimmy Mighty Quinn suggests the song was Ave Maria. Well, I was going to suggest that. But
correct.
oh, I just didn't recognise the rest of it. But when I heard the word Maria, it's the only song I can think of.
Well done, Jimmy Quinn.
Well done. Well,
Psychic Jimmy Quinn.
It's Gypsy Quinn, psychic moment. The power of the mighty Quinn. Peter P says, number 35, Simone. Oh. Holly says, to Alan Simpson, hello, there are online shops and places other than Amazon you could have ordered a toast rack from, like B&M, Lakeland, Plastics, etc. Alan said, I tried Lakeland and they didn't have any. The guy in store checked online too. I had an Amazon voucher as a present and I needed to redeem it, so I decided it would be my toast rack supplier. I tend to avoid Amazon if I can, though. I like using physical shops. Charity shops would be fantastic for getting toast racks from.
That was the original idea.
Yeah.
That was when the toast rack things first came out. The challenge was, and that's where they all came from.
Yeah.
The ones that I'm going to be sending out, they all came from charity shops. We all went to charity shops and looked.
Yeah, they're the best places to get it from. Project Nigel says, what age he was when he was born? Quite possibly the funniest thing you have ever said.
No, well, it's a low bar.
Alan Simpson says, does Simone have 75 fingers? That's quite funny. Pardon me for burping. Andrew Buttigieg says, Simone nearly blew my ears out with the last one. Peter P says, tasty classics could be bomber. And Jimmy F500 says, Simone, you're as good as any of them YouTubers, which we agree with. Totally. Sherry's here. Lovely Sherry is here. She says, got to be me. She says, hey there, the plan for Emma to help you set up the breakfast. Looked up, bought a mountain.
Oh, I bought a mountain. Well done.
Oh, right. I put it on my Amazon list. Sounds interesting. Still can't figure out some of the items on your breakfast trip.
You won't regret buying that book. I promise you. I hope you love it.
Stephen Beatty says there's about 300 Douglas toast racks on eBay for anyone interested. And Project Nigel says, Rustival, remember you tried to ruin it last year, Boaty, with your Unterval?
Well, it was this year, and it wasn't me, it was Joe.
Oh. And Peter P says, and that was a success. Andrew Buttigieg says,
gone with it.
I would have liked to have seen the bouncing castle at Unterval. And the wrestling ring, says Peter P.
Oh, God, all those plans we had for Unterval. Yeah.
Denise Simmons says, don't forget to like the video. Jimmy F500 says, I like Steph's videos with Kev. Andrew Buttigieg says, Steph reviews some really interesting cars. And Project Nigel says, I spent 4 days welding a 25 so Boaty could use it instead of selling it. He's right. Andrew Buttigieg says, Trace a potential new client for Simone from Mary Huff Management.
Oh, yeah. Mary Huff could take on Simone.
Oh, yeah.
She could join out. Oh, now then.
Oh, bring her in.
Oh, there's a thought. I mean, that would be like, oh, God, that would be like when, what's his name? Brought Dennis Taylor into the Matchroom mob after he beat Steve Davis in the 85 final. Oh, could we find room for Simone in our...
Well, does she want to join it? That's the question.
Well, I mean, you sign on with Mary Huff Management, you're not going to fail, are you?
Yeah, you actually, if Mary Huff decides to take you on, you have to be taken on. Like,
yeah,
you can't say no, I'm afraid. So.
And you can't fail. Mary Huff Management does not allow you to fail.
Because it's only recently then she decided to form it and drag us all into her lair. We've been fighting to get out ever since.
Oh, and Matron does say, I have been eyeing up a potential new client, Peter.
Oh.
And Peter replies, everyone needs a little Mary Huff in their life.
She says, oh, Andrew, I need new eyeballs. Oh. He says, and the 8-track videos, Simone, they were interesting. Andrew Buttigieg singing 3 big titties.
Bouncing up and down.
Oh, God. 3 of them.
Have you not seen 3 big?
No.
You've not watched any of my videos, have you?
I'm a new person.
That's not...
These people have been watching for years. I'm a new person.
3 big titties, and it is a massive integral
part. No, but I don't sit at home and think,
you, me and Matron, we will do 3 big titties.
Will we?
Yeah.
See, I don't sit at home and scour through your YouTube channel. I think, let me look at what I've missed these last couple of years.
How can you not have seen 3 big titties? It's like It's the best thing I've ever put out there on my channel.
Well, no one's
I've
ever
done
told
it.
me about
Mustard's done it.
No one's ever told me about 3 big titties.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm a new person. You forget
You're
how
not
new I
new
am.
anymore. You
I'm
can't keep
new.
using that.
I've
You're
been
not new
end of
anymore.
April. That's not long.
That's forever.
It's not.
No,
I've
new
got
is,
things to do.
new means you joined within the last 7 days. You're not new.
Well,
And you should know 3 big titties.
Well, I don't know 3 big titties. So you'll have to introduce me to 3 big titties.
Well, we can't do it because there aren't 3 of us. But
I'll do it with
basically,
Matron tomorrow.
you have 3 of us, and you have to stand up.
Okay, we'll do 2 big titties.
Right.
I'm a little titty now.
Well, I'll do number 1 and number 3. Okay.
Right.
So I'm going to sing 1 big titty bouncing up and down.
Okay.
All right. And then you have to sing 2 big titties bouncing up and down.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And then I'll do that. Somebody else should do the 3 big titties bouncing up and down.
Yeah.
And then we sing, we're going to have to buy a bigger bra.
All right. Okay.
Right. So I'll start.
Okay.
Oh, 1 big titty bouncing up and down.
2 big titties bouncing up and down.
3 big titties bouncing up and down. We're going to have to buy a bigger bra. Oof.
Something like that.
Yeah, well, that was shit, but
It was.
I did a whole video. I did a whole video where the title was something like, when 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, they must perform 3 big titties. And that is the rule. Whenever there were 3 people in the yard, I made them do 3 big titties.
Well, we can do it in
whether
the
they liked it
caravan
or not.
tomorrow. And wave your willy around the
I
caravan.
did it with mustard. I did it with mustard and Simon. I did it with oh hello.
Give me a heart attack.
Who's that from?
Oh,
Next time you go to Llandudno, make the video about Lord Mostyn and the history of the place.
who's telling you to do that?
A viewer.
Do they not leave their name?
I'm not going to dive on.
Oh, you know then who it is.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. There you go. There's a job for you.
Well, gives me an excuse to go back to Llandudno.
And we can do the titties bouncing up and down tomorrow when Matron's here. I'll get some practice in tonight when we go to bed.
Did it
I'll
with
stand
Steve?
in the room and practice it.
Did it with Steve Bennett?
Oh, did you do it?
We didn't film it, but he did do it.
Yeah, you really should have filmed that. Procolus 100 is asking where to find Simone, and Matron has kindly posted the link in because she's good at that. I think she has anyway. Oh, yeah, she hasn't. Sorry. Because, yeah, sorry, Simone. I'm in a Premiere in and my phone can't pick up links. Emma or Boaty can do it. Normal service resumes on Tuesday. Oh, okay. Peter P says, nighty night. Very interesting and heartwarming tonight. Oh, that's nice.
It is nice.
Simone says, bugger. Look for TC Corsina MK3. And Andrew Boaty said, this is when I joined the channel when the toast racks were in vogue. And Holly says, Alan Simpson, sorry I was quiet. I was eating leftover curry from last night. And Andrew Buttergeek says, there'll be 4 big titties and a giant boob if the 3 of you get together. And Tracy Matron says, at least Emma knows Barry Shitpeas at least. Only because Matron taught it to me. Yeah.
They call him Barry Shitpeas
because he shits peas.
Right.
Shall I tell them to start saying your good nights, darlings?
When's Emma getting a metal detector? When did you get a metal detector? I don't understand that.
I think I know who that message is from then.
Oh, okay. What's that about? Huh?
Based on what you
Private
on the
joke
question.
there, obviously.
Well, I can't because I can't tell you how I know because otherwise it'll be exposing who they are.
Oh, don't expose them.
Yes. I don't know. Maybe I will one day. It'd be quite interesting, wouldn't it, to go metal detecting and see what
I
you find.
worked really hard tonight. I'm getting to the point when I need to eat and go
He
to
needs to
sleep.
eat and go to sleep. So start saying good night, darling. darlings. I think they are actually.
They know. They're well trained.
Andrew Buttigieg is
It's like
singing
1
it.
o'clock in the
He
morning.
ships peas in the morning.
Without any warning, and then at 3:30 he ships some more peas.
They call him Bariship
peas
Peas because he ships peas.
They call him Bariship Peas because he ships
ships
peas.
We'll do it in the caravan tomorrow,
No,
4 of us.
Oh God, yeah!
That'll be amazing. For your enjoyment.
What a day we've got coming tomorrow, darlings. There'll be well, I mean, from my side at least, there'll be a daily diary. There'll be a lunch video, and then there could be a live stream in the caravan.
might be.
There'll be Emma's videos.
Yeah.
Matron might even put a video out. Oh no, Matron won't do a video.
Not unless it's got a long drive involved.
Yeah,
no
I
one
mean,
talking.
she's already there, so she's not going to do a video.
Yeah, and if on the way back, she won't be able to film the journey because we'll probably be talking in the car, and she likes it.
Oh no, she'll film it, but she'll just
mute it.
detach the audio and mute it. Yeah.
But yes, tomorrow is a massive event. It's the first time all 4 Mary Hoff management team members will be in one place in the caravan at the same time. So how exciting is that, guys? Like, seriously.
So into the actualities, then I'm planning, last minute change of plan, I'm planning to take Dick a Dum Dum. Now, myself and Emma will be going tomorrow morning, and we're going to be going the normal road over, the Monks Road, Coombs Brow, all of those wonderful things. The Freelander of Broken Dreams, of course. But I'm going to bring them back the other way, darlings. I'm going to bring them back over the Snake Pass. And that's going to be quite magical. And so that's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, be nice. Yeah, and we're going to have
should be a lovely day.
Instant blue lunch.
There'll be a live stream tomorrow night, of course, and then on Tuesday, then you're going to get the meticulously planned breakfast.
Oh yeah,
we should live stream that.
We could.
We should live stream the No, it would work better as a video, probably.
Yeah, it probably would. Otherwise, we'll just be sitting there eating. I shall film Boaty preparing the meticulously planned breakfast so that you can all see how brilliantly he does. And I've a plan on how I want to film this breakfast. It's going to be amazing because it's been hyped up so much that it can't fail.
Well, it's going to fail dreadfully. It's going to be an embarrassing fail, but that'll be the amusement of it. The fact that it was so hyped, so meticulously planned, and turned out to be so awful. So, what have you got? Well, we're going to be saying good night to you any moment now, but then you've got videos to come from tomorrow. There will be possibly a live stream from the caravan.
Look out for that.
With the 4 of us tomorrow afternoon. There will definitely be a live stream here from Windy Bum with the 3 of us. We could get Mustard won't do it, will he?
Oh, it'd be funny if we could get him. Will he not pop round for a bit? If we start at 10, he could come back with us, couldn't he?
No, he won't. No, he obviously won't come here, but he could do it remotely as a joint live stream.
Oh right, yeah.
But he's never done it before because it's too late.
It would be very fun.
Maybe we could have him on for the first hour. Maybe he would be. Maybe wife would allow him to do 10 till 11.
Are you still here, Project Nigel? Do you fancy joining in on a live stream tomorrow night, all 4 of us?
But we can grab him in caravan and we can do a.
I'll grab him.
We can do a 4-person live in the caravan.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah,
that would be fun.
I think we should do one somehow. Yeah.
And then you've got the live tomorrow night, and then on Tuesday there are going to be videos of plenty to come from that. When I do something, I tick a box that I haven't ticked for 45 years. 45 years this has been coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all happening for Boaty.
And the Momo are cooking.
Yeah, we've got Momo cooking at the moment.
Oh, right. I need to start preparing stuff.
So keep on saying your good nights, guys. Andrew Buttigieg says it's worth clipping that little ditty. People are saying good night. Matron saying good night. Andrew Buttigieg, he says, I'm wetting myself in anticipation for tomorrow night's live. Holly says to Andrew, you can clip and upload to your channel, can't you? I don't know how to adjust the clip length time yet. Jimmy 500 said, you can review what is left of the cars in the yard, Emma. I plan to. Andrew Buttergeek says, not sure how to do that, Holly. Project Note says, no, I went 30 minutes ago. I'm coming to interrogate you about your cars tomorrow, Mustard. I hope you're up for that. Boaty says, if you won't answer the questions, he will. Holly says to Jimmy 500, hello, whose yard, please? Is there some good old-fashioned Ford cars for sale? I like Ford, and I will be buying one soon. Are there any Fords in the yard?
No.
There's no Fords. Probably a lot of Rovers. There's a dodgy Land Rover that Boaty absolutely adores, but Mustard hates.
There's a lovely Land Rover, and I so want to save that. I want that to come and live here with me.
Well,
I want that to be a community car.
Well, I thought Mustard didn't like it, so why won't
He
it live
hates it.
here? Why isn't it living here then already?
Because it needs repair.
Mustard, will you repair the Land Rover so Boaty can have it here? Thank you, darling. And there's Project Nigel, of course, the wonderful multicoloured beauty that everybody is very fond of and familiar with. So I'm going to go and have a good old look at the cars and sniff them and sit in them and wipe the mould off them and pull the plants out of them and all of the stuff that needs doing. Yeah, Disinterested Car Girl fiddles with Mustard cars. That sounds like the title of a video. Andrew Buttergeek is, Holly is saying to Andrew Buttergeek, are you on a phone? There we go. Yeah, Mustard's yard, Jimmy 500 says. Would you like me to tell them to go away now?
Yeah.
Boaty is preparing my supper and I'm starving. So
I'm a bit peckish.
yeah, he's hungry. He hasn't eaten since a slice of toast at breakfast. And worries he's going to keel over in a minute.
And
So-
I'm tired.
And he's knackered and he's got to drive me and Matron around tomorrow. He's got to spend the day at the yard with us, you know.
No. They're out for you, love.
Yeah, well, I've just been sitting on the train all day. Yeah.
Some of us have been grafting.
He did go after night. I saw on the witness. Anyway, I have a tendency to yap on, so I'm going to stop that right now.
Shit.
Excuse me. Hark at who is talking. Anyway, so do you want to come say goodnight to them, or are you not bothered?
Good night.
There we go. As Boaty would say, have a safe and peaceful night. And if you have people who love you and you love, take care of them, take care of yourselves, have a fantastic night, sleep well, the best day you possibly can tomorrow. But don't forget, it will be even better if you tune into our lunchtime live stream. And we will see you on tomorrow night, probably 10 o'clock. Is it 10 o'clock tomorrow? We'll be a bit late.
10 o'clock tomorrow. No, we'll be on time.
10 o'clock. Matron, me, Boaty, here. It'll be fantastic.
And on that note, darlings, much love from me and from Emma and from Matron and from everybody in the community. And can't wait to catch up with you next time. Pachu, and indeed.
Bosh. Ta-da.
Oh, that was quite a riff.